Sam Lipkin of the Chicago Steel of the United States Hockey League, USHL champs, and I'm on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Anthony Dowd, Chicago Steel, USHL champion, and I'm on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Yeah, I'm Jack Harvey of the Chicago Steel, USHL champion, and I'm on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
I'm Jack Stark, Chicago Steel, USHL champion, and I'm on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say hey, St. You.
The number one sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
This big on her wrist, blowing her mind, blowing her mind. She says she never rode in nothing like this, never seen jewels this big on her wrist, blowing her mind, blowing her mind. Hey, you can find me in designer now. B got a lot of style, going hard for the money. Here, let me show you how. Used to turn me down, now they play me hella loud. It's like everywhere I go, ladies know it's going down. So it's really nice to meet you, if I ever meet you. The young man stays high, special kind of reefer. In the game deeper than I ever been. Relevant, S500 make them hella bit. I'm elegant and cool at the same time. Rude if you cross mine, my dudes keep them cross lines aimed at they headlines, so haters step aside. Real riding all the time, and I ain't never stopping. The young man stays on the grind, flyer than the rest of them. Rhyme with the best of them, can't slow me down. All they doing is just testing them. Ladies see the cool, then they think I'm leaving you. I be damned if I don't. Now she telling me the truth. She never rode in nothing like this, never seen jewels this big on her wrist, blowing her mind, blowing her mind. She said she never rode in nothing like this, never seen jewels this big on her wrist, blowing her mind, I'm blowing her mind, blowing her mind.
She said she about to fall in love, she like how I do it. Said I do it easy, it ain't nothing to it. Baby know I spit game, I got the pen fluid. Telling me to slow down, but I'ma run through it. She know I'ma beat it up like I'm trying to bruise it. Anytime I beat it up, I'ma leave it wounded. You should give your man a warning, tell him don't be stupid. If he looking at me wrong, he cruising for a bruising. Gotta get it right, baby, it ain't that confusing. I'm a winner, baby, told you I ain't never losing. And your man's a lame, I'm the one you should be choosing. Tell him if he got a problem, I got the solution. I just rolled the blunt so big it's looking like a Cuban, and I'm blowing so much smoke it look like an illusion. Mami, que lo que tú dices, vámonos, let's do it. Talking Spanish in the ear, she ain't no I'm fluent.
Never rode in nothing like this, never seen jewels this big on her wrist, blowing her mind, blowing her mind.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Blowing her mind.
The order is Sam,
Blowing her mind.
Anthony, Jack, and Jack. So let's go Jack Harvey and then go Jack Stark after that. We'll go in that order in the questions so we can stick with the same question answers.
Right.
We'll go. Okay. Where were you born and when did you start playing hockey?
Is it me or who's going?
Yeah, go. So go Sam, Anthony, and then Harvey Stark.
Okay. Lipper, you're up.
Yeah. All right. So Lafayette Hill, Philadelphia. I started playing hockey when I was about 2.5. I started off roller hockey actually. Then I probably got into ice hockey around the age of 5. Then been playing ever since. So.
Yeah, so I was born in Brick, New Jersey. I now live like a town over in Point Pleasant Beach, and I started playing hockey when I was 5. My dad kind of got me into it, and I loved it ever since.
I was gonna say, weren't you born at the rink?
Yeah, that's always where I was growing up all the time. So
fair enough.
I'm from Stacy, Minnesota, and I pretty much started playing hockey at like 2 or 3. And like being from Minnesota, everyone plays hockey, so it was kind of just what everyone did.
Yeah, they do.
I'm from Chaska, Minnesota. I started playing hockey around 7, but I didn't switch to goalie until I was like 10, and I quit skater because I just wasn't good at it, but I wanted to keep playing hockey. So
yeah, well, you definitely made the right decision.
And Vancouver definitely loves our Minnesota guy, Brock Besser there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he's from like 30 minutes from where I live. So.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I know he's in town right now. That's for sure. We just seen him on the boat on his story a little while ago. Hey, did you guys play any other sports growing up?
For me, no. It was only hockey. I mean, like if you count roller hockey as another sport, yeah. But I mean, like my dad tried to get me to play football a few times, maybe like lacrosse, but hockey's my life, and I just felt like I didn't need to do anything else.
I never really got into any other sports other than hockey except for lacrosse. I played that for like I think 2 or 3 years. I liked it. I thought it was super fun, but I just like hockey so much more. And when it was time to get serious with hockey, I kind of just laid off the lacrosse a lot.
I did the opposite, but I'm not that good at either. I quit hockey for lacrosse, and then I didn't go too far.
You ever seen that Russian bear that on skates? That was like Mike.
Yeah, for me, like hockey's been my main sport my entire life, but I also played baseball up until I was probably 11 or 12. I also tried out lacrosse a couple of years, and then I played football for like 1 or 2 years, but always came back to hockey.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of started hockey a little late compared to these guys, but I kind of played everything growing up. I played soccer, baseball, football, lacrosse. I even did gymnastics for like a month, and then so I kind of did everything.
Hey,
all sports.
Yeah, you need those gymnastics too. Being a goalie, you're doing the splits all the time.
Yeah.
Any nicknames, and what's your guys' favorite jersey number and why?
I got a few nicknames. Boys usually call me Lipper, but also Lip, then sometimes just my regular name, Sammy. Then favorite number 3, but I didn't get to wear it this year in Chicago since Ian Moore was wearing it. But it was always a number my dad wore, even like his men's league whenever I went to watch him. He was number 3 then. Also just like I'm born January 3rd. So 3 there, then 2003, 3. But yeah, I think I'm going to make the change to 28. So I'm excited about it.
Okay, right on. 2 days after me. I was born on January 1st.
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect.
And then I'm the 14th. And then I'm the 14th too of January. So
nice.
That's what's making you choose 28 then?
It was the number they gave me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just took it and run with it. So.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Okay. Anthony?
Yeah, back home, everybody kind of calls me Ant or Anthony, usually Ant, but out in Chicago, I got a couple new nicknames, Dowder and AD. A lot of guys called me, so that was something new. But yeah, a number that I've kind of always flopped around with numbers in my life. I would say the number that I always kind of wore whenever I didn't know what number to pick was usually 8. I was a forward like all growing up, and I always loved Ovechkin just because he scored goals. So I would wear number 8 a lot, and I always liked the number. So, but this year I got hit with 22, which is a new number, double digits. So that's different, but I got to roll with it for next year. So I'm excited.
Awesome. What number did your old man wear, by the way? Now I'm trying to think at the back of my mind. I can't think.
Yeah, he wore a lot of numbers.
Yeah. Wasn't it like a 30? There was like a 30 something, wasn't there? 37?
Yeah, 34.
Oh, 34.
And
Okay.
I actually asked him. I was like, Dad, what was like the number that like you would wear like if you had to choose? He's like, I only got to wear the number I wanted to. Like, I think it was like once, and it was with the Flyers, and it was 34. I have no idea why that was his number that he liked, but that's what he said. So, yeah.
Okay.
What's he say about the Vancouver days? Hang on. Actually, we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Jack, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say my favorite number is 13, but growing up, I kind of did the same thing as Anthony, like switched around a little bit. I was 9 for a while, wore 22 for a while, and then like the last 4 or 5 years, I've kind of picked 13 and ran with it. I mean, I don't really know why I like it, but like at one point I liked it and picked it, and now it's my number.
Yeah, people usually call me Starkey or sometimes Starknado for my nicknames, and then I've never really like got to pick a number. I've always just been given something because usually there'd only be 2 goalie jerseys on the teams I was on, and so I would just get whatever's left over. So I've been everything growing up. I'm 1 now. I've been 39. I've been 35, 30. So I've never really had a consistent number that I've stuck with really.
And also the Stark name is also Game of Thrones, right? You probably hear that a lot.
Yeah, and sometimes I hear like Tony Stark, like Iron Man, and so.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who do you guys mirror your game after or try and play like?
I would say probably not just one guy, but like a mixture between Mark Stone and Alex Tuck. It's just kind of like that big power forward, but also the 200-foot guy who just makes simple plays and just creates some offense. So,
well, we don't hear those 2 guys much, but those are two great players and 2 great choices.
Yeah.
I'm a smaller defenseman, really up in the offense a lot. So I usually I try to model my game after like a Quinn Hughes, just a small mobile defenseman. Yeah, definitely watch a lot of him a lot. Yeah, and I just love the way he plays.
A good way to get into our good books, suck hold of the Vancouver listeners.
Right? Yeah, I can't really pinpoint like one player that I model my game after. I kind of pick and choose from a lot of players, but some of my favorite players I really like Patrick Kane and Sidney Crosby, and I think I try to implement a lot of their things that they do well into my game.
Another 2 great choices, 2 of the best from one from Canada, one from the U.S.
Yep.
I really like UC Saros because he's not a big guy, and neither am I really, and he relies on his skating a lot, and I feel like we play similar, so I enjoy watching him and trying to replicate what he does.
Yeah, he's a fun goalie to watch, and he's a good young kid coming up here.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and go.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
Yep.
If you could sit down for dinner with anyone famous, dead or alive, who are you choosing?
Ooh.
I'll give you a top 3.
Ooh, top 3. Conor McGregor, Sidney Crosby, and Adam Sandler.
Hey,
that's
sweet.
Solid. That is solid.
Yeah. So McGregor, like obviously, unbelievable guy. Just have a conversation with him would be sick. Then Crosby, that would be like just pick his brain. Like really good guy, really humble. Just like you really don't hear a lot of things about Crosby. He just flies under the radar, does his business, just the best of his ability. And the last one, it'd be a good one. So
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's one of the best actors of all time, and I think money didn't change him. Like he still wears normal clothes like an everyday guy, and just to relate and see his life, that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, we just talked about that a couple episodes ago, how he still reps his N1 shorts on the basketball courts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is a tough question. I have to say like Michael Jordan, I think. Wayne Gretzky too. I think that'd be cool to have 2 great players from 2 different games. And then I was gonna say Conor McGregor too, just because I love everything about him, like how he carries himself, how he's so confident, and everything he does. And yeah, Michael Jordan, just because, and Wayne Gretzky, because they kind of grew up in a different time of what the sports are now. So it's really cool just to see how they went through their journeys back then and how much the game has grown from when they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to kind of stick with the same guys a little bit, but I'd go with Sidney Crosby, just kind of the same thing as Lipper, just pick his brain, see how he is able to conduct himself, like how he does, because it's pretty incredible. You don't really hear much about him except for on the rink, so you got to applaud him for that. Also, Michael Jordan, just to see how competitive he is and how he does that, how he did it every single game for so long. And then I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'll go Floyd Mayweather. Just kind of the same thing. Kind of the same thing as Michael Jordan. He's 50-0. How do you go into every match, boxing match, and do the same thing over and over again, 50 times? It's unbelievable.
Soon to be 51-0 when Paul's laying on his ass.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, one thing actually, while we're talking about that, Jack, we'll get to you in 1 sec. We just had on the guy that's fighting Chad Ochocinco on the same fight card as the Mayweather Jake Paul this weekend.
Wow.
He was a beauty.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Actually, I just posted it on our Instagram page too, Mike.
Did you? Okay.
Jack Stark, let's go.
I'm probably gonna have to go with Dowder and Harvo here and say Michael Jordan, just because he's one of the greatest athletes of all time. So it'll be fun to pick his brain a little bit. And then I'd probably say Carey Price, because he always just seems so calm and looks unbothered by everything out there. So it'd be fun to ask him questions how he does that and maintains that mental state. And then probably a guy like let's say Kevin Hart, funny guy, lighten the mood a little bit.
Those are awesome choices. I always go with Muhammad Ali. Love to pick that guy's brain. I mean, he was the best at what he did. And Wayne Gretzky, obviously. And I got to have some eye candy, so Carrie Underwood.
he only says this stuff before the wife comes home and is sitting around and gets to hear him on the interview. So let's just throw that out. And, for me, it's I would go probably Tupac, Seth Rogen as my comedian, and then Hulk Hogan.
Good choices.
I think so.
Yeah. You got him with the characters there.
Yeah, lots of different characters.
Oh yeah, a little bit of everything. I like and then Seth Rogen being from Vancouver, so that's why we like him. I figured it'd be a fun dinner having dinner with him and listen to his jokes.
Yeah.
All right.
Any pregame rituals or routines?
Yeah. I mean, my whole day's pretty much planned out to a T. Always got to have a pregame nap. Always got to have a coffee before our team meetings. Then once we get, it's like the same stuff. I gotta take my stick in a certain spot in each rink. Gotta listen to my music. Then me and my buddy do this pregame superstition. Actually, me and Luca Fantilli. I know you guys interviewed them. Yeah. We always have a sip of Red Bull before we go out for warm-ups. So
okay.
Yeah.
Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I have a lot, but yeah, everything's pretty much planned out. So makes me feel good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have many superstitions. Always nap during the day sometime before the games. I usually will eat Chipotle before on game days. And then at the rink, I don't really have any superstitions like where I tape my stick or anything like that. But there's always this thing I do after I tape my stick. I always flip my stick. I don't know why I do it. I've just always done it. I know some guys might have seen me do it before. I just kind of twirl my stick a couple of times after I tape my stick, but that's it. I don't really do many things on the end. ice or off the ice that are
Hey,
very
Sam, what kind of
superstitious.
coffee you drinking before the games? You having a Starbucks or?
Usually Dunkin' if we're at home, but like usually on the road, it's just like the Starbucks, like iced coffee from the hotel, little like
Okay.
convenience store. But yeah, I go iced coffee, extra cream, extra sugar. So that's my
Nice.
coffee.
Get her going.
Yeah, for sure.
Back to Jack.
Yeah, for me, I'm not really superstitious, but like definitely a little like routine. Kind of try to do the same thing before every game a little bit. But the only superstition I think I would say is I have like a glass of water before warmups, kind of around the same time on the clock, and then I have a glass of water in between every period while we're sitting in the locker room, and that's probably the only thing that's more superstitious than anything else.
Okay, that's not even that bad. We had a guy that ate a banana in between every period, and I'm trying to think who it was, but it was one of our European prospects we had on, and he between every single period ate a banana.
Wow.
Yeah, you talked to Adam Fantilli about that. He has an apple between every period, I think.
Yeah, he brought that up.
Yeah, he did bring that up.
And so we know that it was somebody just before him because because we brought that up and we were talking about the banana, and that's when he said he ate an apple. So
yeah.
good reminder.
Yeah, that is a good reminder. And then we had Simon Knack on. He's another prospect for this year's draft from Portland, and he changes his laces every single game. Like, I'm not even kidding. Brand new laces every game.
He might be the same guy that eats a banana.
Might be.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I don't really have a routine or a superstition. I feel like a lot of goalies do, but I don't. I kind of just do whatever. I like to nap, I guess, but it's not like a superstition. If I don't do anything, it doesn't really mess with my head, I guess. But this year, I guess I taped David Moss' stick before every game, I guess, was the only thing I did like consistently. So that was pretty much it for my routine this year. Otherwise, I would just do what I was feeling that day pretty much.
Okay.
Goalies are usually the ones with the craziest ones of them all.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Ryan, hit him with the draft question.
If you were an animal, what would you be?
Ooh. Pretty easy. Gorilla.
I like it. King of the jungle.
Like, I think just imagine like a gorilla with.
Is that me frozen or?
Nope.
I
think that's Lipkin, yeah.
Okay, Anthony, shoot.
Yeah, I think I'd be a lion, honestly. Yeah. I think I would be a lion. I don't know. I just really like lions, I guess.
Okay, and Sam, you dropped out there for a second, but we moved it on.
Yeah.
We heard gorilla. We heard gorilla.
Yeah, so gorilla, because like if a gorilla had weight training and like trained and like lifted weights, I think like you could be like almost superhuman or super animal. It'd be just crazy. Yeah,
like a gorilla on steroids or something.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think for me, I'd probably be a cheetah, just because it'd be sick to be that fast. And then they also have like the killer instinct and everything.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'd probably be like a hawk or an eagle or something, so I could fly probably.
Good choice.
Cool.
And then, of course, mine, I always go with a dolphin because I'm bald with no hair and I got a nose.
And he's got the big beak like a dolphin.
Yeah.
Good choice.
$100 bill at the bottom of a toilet, $20 bill on the counter. Which one are you going for?
Wow.
I guess it would depend. I mean, if I needed the $100, I guess you'd have to do it. But like, if I didn't need the 100, I'll probably just take the 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing there. I would not go in the toilet if I did not really have to. So yeah, if like I really needed it, then I'd probably go in there. But if not, and it was just choose one of them, I'd probably go for the $20 bill.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go the other way. I'm gonna have to go for the 100, But I could really use that $100. But I mean, you can always wash your hands and clean up after. So I got to go with the $100 bill.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Harp. I'm going straight for the $100 bill. I need that money.
Absolutely. Get those mitts. Get those mitts. Get those mitts dirty. The reason is scouts want to hear you say the $100 bill because you're willing to get your hands dirty, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a tough question.
Tough
but
one.
we've honestly had four guys now that have said I'll take both. He's like, I'll take the 100, wash my hands, and then grab the 20 on the way out. It's smart. You think about it.
Yeah,
that is a good point.
Yeah. And then actually there's a new one that we just got last night from the guy we were interviewing last night. If a plane's going down and the plane's about to crash, and you see that the pilot's the one that's injured, are you taking the control of the plane or something along those lines? Which they want to know if you're able to steer if you want to take like the leadership role.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, if there wasn't a pilot on the plane and someone had to do it, I'd rather die trying than not doing anything. I'm just sitting there. So yeah, I would.
Huh? Mike?
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead, guys.
Oh yeah, I definitely go up there and try to fly the plane. If nobody else is, even if I see somebody else going up there, I'm going up there with them, making sure we're not crashing the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree with both of you guys. I mean, unless there's like a pilot on the plane that like can do it for sure, then I'm doing it myself because, I mean, I trust myself more than some other random people.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I mean, if there's not someone more capable like a pilot, I'll give it a go. Just that way I have a chance. So.
Yeah, I'm probably looking for the parachute, but if I see the planes going down, there's no pilot. I'm like, oh shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
What you guys
forget women and children first. I'm jumping out there.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite road barn?
We actually didn't get to play in much. Obviously, Fargo is unbelievable. But it was new. But I like Des Moines. When we were there, it was kind of like our first experience of a lot of fans. And it was our first game out west, too. And the place was packed. And I think it was like 7. We beat them like 8-7 in overtime.
Oh,
so
nice.
that game was pretty crazy. But I think the schedule just came out, and we won't get to see any more of the Western barns. So it's tough.
Hey, one thing before you go on, do you guys fly or do you bus?
We bus everywhere.
Okay, so it's like the same as the CHL then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to say like the coolest rink, like everything they have, like their like facilities wise, I guess what you can see is Fargo. Like it was so cool, like it looks like a mini like NHL rink basically. But I definitely say the energy when we were in Des Moines was incredible. When they would score, the place would just shake. Tons of fans, crazy fans. That was funny. But yeah, so I think Des Moines, like overall, but I think Fargo just had such a cool rink with everything that they had there and how like new it was and how big.
Yeah, I got to agree with the choice of Fargo. I think that place is just pretty unreal. I mean, their Jumbotron's unreal, so you get to watch the game when you're on the bench. But yeah, everything they've got there is pretty unreal. But yeah, as far as like the fans go, I think like either Waterloo or Des Moines, like both those places were pretty electric when we played there, and when they'd score, it'd get pretty loud, and you could feel the shaking in the barn. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta go with Waterloo. It's like a really nice rink, and their fans are really rowdy. I'm pretty sure they call it like Party Town or something. So it gets pretty loud there, and that was cool to experience.
Okay, that's awesome. And hey, fellas, taking back to winning the cup, man, the USHL champions, taking back to the playoffs and playing that final game.
It was honestly, it was the best moment of my life. It was just going into the series, like we felt really good coming out beating Muskegon and Dubuque, because we know they were two good teams. But then just going into Fargo, knowing it was almost a must-win game 3 to try to get momentum back in the series. And like once we won that game, it was like I felt like our confidence was as high as it ever was during the season. So it's game 4, like we played our game, and it's like seeing the time just run out. It was like the best feeling ever. It was just unbelievable, honestly. So
we had a couple of those guys on last night. We had Bros and Gallatin on last night.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd have to say like that game 3 was very like crucial for us. And like those extra 2 goals we got at the end of the game, just like late, like I know Lipper scored one of them, like to make it 7-1 was just like, wow. Like we kind of like really showed them that like we're not joking around. And that last game, like when Adam Fantilli scored that goal with like 2 minutes left, that was to really solidify it. That was just crazy. And then jumping on the ice was just amazing. Such an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it was definitely like the best feeling of my entire life. I mean, you can't replicate that feeling. And yeah, like they said, game 3 was huge, and especially like such a big margin, 7-1. I mean, I think going into game 4, like we knew we had them, and I think we knew exactly what we needed to do to win. And I think everyone bought in that last game like 100%. And yeah, we ended up pulling it out. And yeah, Adam Fantilli's goal with like a minute or 2 left really put the nail in the coffin. And there's no other feeling like it. There's no words to describe it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was surreal. It was our goal from the beginning of the season, and to see all the work we put in every day, each week, to see it pay off was awesome, and it was a crazy feeling, especially when Fantilli scored. Like they said, we kind of knew it, and that was just unreal.
Well, congrats again, guys, because we're big Steelers fans, so we were pumped to see you guys win that.
Yeah, how heavy is that trophy?
Not as heavy as you think.
Yeah, it looks heavy as hell.
The Andersons actually like impossible to hold like one person. We needed like 3 guys to take it back to the hotel. It probably weighed like 75, 80 pounds, if not more.
Yeah, it looks heavy.
Yeah, but the car cup's not too bad. But you had so much adrenaline that like.
Yeah.
Anybody drop it or what?
No, nobody dropped it.
No comment. What are you doing, Mike? What are you doing, Mike? This is the Vlad TV. We're not getting them in trouble here.
Yeah.
Any go-to sellies, guys?
I wouldn't say there's a go-to selly, but I definitely like when the fans are there jumping into them. That's always fun, just getting them going too. Especially at Fox Valley when we score, it gets pretty loud there. So just being able to interact with them, so pretty nice.
Yeah, I'd say just I don't really have a go-to. Just getting on one knee sometimes. You know, it's kind of like the average selly, I guess. Getting on one knee. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say the same thing. Like, I don't really have a go-to, but like usually I go to one knee or like give it a fist bump or something, and then like selly with the teammates. You got to include everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a goalie, so I don't score many goals. Yeah. But I mean, if you like win in a shootout or something, I kind of like when goalies do like the McGregor walk, kind of where they like flare their arms out. I think that one's kind of cool.
That's sweet. That's a good one. I always go with John Cena. You can't see me.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, and then I get jumped. Hey, what's one of your guys' weaknesses, and how are you looking to improve it?
Like a hockey weakness?
Yeah.
Just for me, probably first 3 steps in overall speed. Obviously I'm a bigger guy, so I don't need to be able to blow past guys with my speed, but just make sure I can play with the pace and play how I want with a big power forward. It would be probably just something I want to work towards.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I just say my strength. Yeah, just my strength on the ice. You know, there's a lot of big guys in the league, an undersized guy. So I'd say like puck battles, strength is a big thing in that. Like your strength on your stick, how hard you are. So I think getting in the weight room this summer is going to be a big thing for that, and hopefully not lose many puck battles next year.
Yeah, I'd have to say kind of the same thing, just overall strength and not getting knocked off the puck or anything, winning all those puck battles in the corners and always coming out with the puck.
Okay. I'll kind of stay on the same trend, just being more powerful, more explosive. I think I'm not a huge guy, so the stronger, quicker I can be, it always helps.
What color is your guys' stick tape and your favorite Gatorade color?
Stick tape, white. Always been a white guy. Can't do black. It goes from my knob to white, but I do put on black grip tape too on the knob. So that completes the tape. Then favorite Gatorade color. It actually used to be I've changed throughout the years. It used to be purple back in the day.
Yeah.
But then it kind of migrated to red throughout kind of my upbringing of hockey. Then now it's probably light blue, the frost one. That's my favorite.
So good.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I've always switched white or black tape growing up. Always switch my tape job. I don't know. I've never really like stuck with one. I know a lot of people get one, they stick with it. I stuck with one for a while with black tape. It was just a little bit like up at the top of the blade, but now I kind of just do like a full blade, but it's either white or black. Sometimes if I like black, I'm going black. If I'm feeling white, I go white. Same with the top of my knob too. I'm always changing it for some reason. I have no idea why. But yeah, I've always been a blue Gatorade guy. Light blue, I've always been that. I love it.
That Stutzel tape job is pretty unique, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, for me, like all my life I've used white tape, and then about halfway through this year I switched to black. I don't really know why. I was feeling the change. So I did that. And then for grip tape I use red. And then Gatorade color, I gotta go light blue. It's just the best by far. And I think a lot of people think the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Harvey. I can't go against the light blue. That's definitely my favorite Gatorade. And then as far as stick tape, I always use white until this year. I just started using black for some reason, and that's what I used all year. And I always go red grip tape on the knob, even though it doesn't really matter because I'm a goalie. So
yeah.
Hey, yeah. I was just gonna say, Stark. That's something I've learned because I'm not a goalie, never have been, and I never really, I guess, look at the goalie stick tape. But yeah, I learned through these interviews that like 99% of goalies use white stick tape.
Yeah. I know not many goalies use black.
You gotta remember back to like the 80s and shit, and looking at all these old pictures and stuff, and you see the goalies who were using black stick tape back then.
Yeah.
Other big square goalie sticks and the brown leather blockers. Like
yeah. I think the last guy we had on here that uses black stick tape as a goalie was that Trevin Kozlowski. He just signed with Iowa Wild, and he was He was from Team Army, so it kind of made sense. Like their unis are pretty sick, and they're straight black and gold. So I guess he kind of went with the uni.
Yeah. I mean, we got black. We got a lot of black on our jerseys, and I got a red stick, so I think it matches.
There you go. Do you guys have any hidden talents?
I wouldn't say this is a hidden talent, but like I'm a pretty world-class NHL player.
Okay.
In my prime, I was ranked in the like 250s, top 250. So yeah, it's been a game that I've been playing for a while. Then I kind of laid off once hockey started to get really serious, but I still play with all my buddies, and I love to play a game of NHL. So.
Oh yeah, I love it. I only have 2 games, and it's always NHL or Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any like crazy hidden talents. I've just grown up at the beach my whole life, so I've always been a skateboarding, surfing kind of kid because that's all my friends do. Nobody around me really plays hockey. Me and my brother are the only 2 kids from our town that really like play hockey. So I'd say like surfing is the only thing I've done. I started surfing when I was like 5, just like hockey. So yeah, it's just something I've done my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything really crazy. I mean, I kind of learned how to juggle a little bit like this last year. It's like a weird, but like I've been juggling a little bit. But other than that, nothing really too crazy.
Yeah, same. I don't have any hidden talents either. I wish I could say I knew how to juggle. Most goalies can, but I can't for some reason. I can't figure it out. So nothing really special for me.
Ryan's got one, but it ain't. I wouldn't say it's talent, really.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. So basically, I can do West Side, but with my toes, with no hands.
Oh God, we gotta see that.
Wow.
Put those ugly toes away.
Hey.
What's your guys' favorite music before games, or is there a go-to song?
I have a go-to playlist. I have probably a playlist of like 40 or 50 of just like my favorite songs. They're all pretty much rap based. It could be like A Boogie, Lil Uzi, Lil Baby. It's kind of a mixture of everyone. So I just kind of enjoy rap music, and I just switch through all my songs.
I guess that's like the Lipkin remix instead of the Big Booty remix.
Yeah.
Yeah, growing up, I always listened to music before every game. I always would do it. But this year, I never really listened to music before games, just like the locker room music. But I don't know, like, I don't really have a specific, like, type of music I would listen to specifically. Yeah, I kind of just would always listen to, like, rap or, like, any type of music, kind of. But, like, the last, like, I don't know, I only listened to music, like, the first couple games, and then I never really listened to music again, like, with headphones or anything.
Who is the DJ for the Steel, by the way?
This year
we got a couple.
We had a couple, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Coronado, Farrell, and Babbage kind of switched off for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I literally listen to whatever, like classic music, rap, country, like pop growing up, and literally anything. So I'm a fan of all music. And then, yeah, I just listen to the locker room music before. I mean, those guys got some pretty good jams, so I'm able to get in the game that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big music guy before games either, so I kind of just listen to whatever's on, but I'm a big country music fan, so that's my go-to usually.
Bella boy, I like it. And while we're on the music thing, if you guys had to sing one song karaoke for $1,000 prize, what song are you singing?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. I would have no idea what to sing.
Okay.
No, not too sure.
You better hope you don't end up one of these teams that make you sing as a rookie.
Yeah, I know. I kind of got lucky. I didn't have to sing this year, but might have to do it eventually.
Yeah, I'm not that, like, I don't, like, I know a lot of songs. I know most of the words, but I don't know all the words. But that song, Tequila, where it's just one word, I think I could do that for $1,000.
Yeah, I'd probably do any of those old Taylor Swift songs when she sang country. I mean, I feel like a lot of people know those, so I'd probably go with one of those.
Absolutely, a little teardrops on my guitar.
Yeah.
I'd definitely go with anything, probably Taylor Swift. I think this year when we did Rookie Idol on the bus, I sang What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. So
not a boy.
Yeah, those would probably be my go-tos.
Okay. I'd probably go a little Sweet Caroline, something like that.
Yeah,
get the whole crowd going.
And I don't really know what I would ever sing. I've only ever sang it one time in the bar to impress a girl, and then I cried my eyes out after because I was so embarrassed on how shitty I did.
Is that when you sang? Is that when you sang Barney?
No, it wasn't Barney. Yeah, hey, that's not a bad choice though. You know, I did that Randy Hauser like a cowboy or some shit.
Hey guys, if a scout or GM were to ask, what do you guys bring to the table, or describe your playing style?
Like I said earlier, I think I'm a 200-foot guy. I'm power forward. I like to throw my body around when I.
Oh,
He's gone again.
losing him.
We'll circle back to.
Yeah, we'll circle back. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah. Being a defenseman, I'm definitely an offensive defenseman, both sides of the puck. I definitely take pride in my puck battles in the defensive zone, but I love to be in the offensive zone. Always involved in the offense. If I have the puck on my stick, like I love that. Love having the puck on my stick, love skating. And offensive zone, like I'm at the blue line. I'm not afraid to go down low. I was a forward my 15U year, all the way up until my 15U year of hockey. So yeah, I was, I kind of bring the defensive side and the offensive side. So 200-foot player. Yeah, I love it.
I should probably know this, but what does your brother play? D or O?
Yeah, he's a defenseman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to Lipper here.
Yeah, it's my bad. I guess I got some bad Wi-Fi here. But, yeah, I think I'm a 200-foot centerman or left winger. I think I can play anywhere. And I'm just a guy who keeps it simple, makes the right play, and I like to battle. I like to win puck battles, like to use my body, and just be a good teammate off the ice too.
Drop the mitts when need be.
Didn't have to this year. I was gonna go in Fargo, but probably next year. So
okay.
Yeah, for me, I like kind of like Lipper. I'm a 200-foot player, not quite as big as Lipper, but yeah, I definitely have some speed, high IQ, very smart, and I love trying to put my teammates in positions to score. And then for me, I got a pretty good shot, I think. So when I have the puck on my stick, I'm able to make some plays, and if need be, I can put one past Tendy. Starkey knows about that.
You wish that. Yeah, I think for me, I think my skating's my biggest asset, and I'm pretty quick, I think, and agile. And I think that I use that to my advantage because I'm a big guy, so I work on improving that as much as I can. And I like to think I'm a pretty smart goalie who can read the play pretty well, which helps me make reads and stop the puck. So.
Hey guys, I just want to thank you all very much for taking the time for us today and coming on and chatting with us. We're big fans of all you guys, and we know you guys are all going to go far in hockey, and you guys have a fan in us for life.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to have you back on one day down the road, and once we see how everything works out the next little while, and we'll watch you guys and we'll get you back on.
Yeah, thank you guys for reaching out. Appreciate it, and be in touch. So, thanks again, guys.
Thank you for
of course, and just one sec, guys, before you guys go. We wish you guys best of luck, obviously, in the draft as well, guys. If any of you guys do get drafted or who gets drafted, we wish you guys best of luck.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.